And we begin with breaking news. One of the victims from the shooting at Martin Luther King Park this past weekend has now died. 26-year-old Marquay Lee passed away late last night. He was among 5 people shot at that park during a party on Saturday.
And happening right now, you're looking at a live picture of Martin Luther King Park, where the community is taking a stand against the rising tide of violence in the city.
In less than 1 week, 11 people have been shot across the city. And as we just mentioned, 2 of them did not survive. The attackers remain on the run tonight. Now, we do have team coverage as Buffalo fights back.
And we begin our team coverage tonight with News 4's Diana FAIRBANKS. She's live in Martin Luther King Park. Diana?
Don and Jackie, as you mentioned, 26-year-old Marquay Lee died from his injuries late last night. News 4 spoke with his mother just a few moments ago.
There's a lot of violence going on that needs to stop. It needs to stop because innocent people is getting killed for over some stupid stuff. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like we need help here in the city more.
You know, the community is taking a stand today. They are coming together to make sure this is a safe space. And I mean, not only physically this park, a safe place for families to come together, but also creating a safe space for people to make a stand and say something against violence to prevent it from happening. I'm joined by News 4 senior correspondent Rich Newberg. Rich, you have been digging into this story about really the push behind what's caused this event to come together today. What did you find out?
Well, Diana, this is all about keeping confidence in the city. And let's show our viewers what's happening right now. You can see young children here in the park, MLK Park, and their families, people enjoying themselves in a picnic atmosphere. But as we know, there has been a spike in violence in Buffalo, and police need to try and stay ahead of any possible retaliation. Beginning with the shooting of 5 people at MLK Park last Saturday night, a total of 11 victims have been shot in Buffalo in 5 different locations. The latest burst of gunfire was a drive-by shooting of a 19-year-old on Gatchel Street just after midnight. Police say they are making progress in their investigations, but need those with any information to come forward.
Make sure that if we see violence, we're not afraid to talk about what we saw.
Tuesday night on Minnesota Avenue, the community came together for a prayer vigil after 23-year-old Samantha Cothran was shot and killed.
Something needs to be done. It has to stop. A good person was taken from this world for nothing.
It is how we as a community react to this violence, said the speakers, that will determine whether or not we turn our neighborhoods over to those who seek solutions with guns.
A little kid see a gunshot, a little kid go in his bed and cry. A grown man see a gunshot and do the same thing, and it cannot happen that way. It cannot happen that way.
Murray Hallman, who rides through neighborhoods with a Stop the Violence message, was first on the scene on Brinkman Avenue Tuesday as a man lay shot in the street. Hallman talked about the most alarming trend that he sees.
Now is younger boys that's killing right now. It's not the old 16, 17-year-old. You got 12 and 13-year-olds that's out here jockeying for position. Drugs is a key part to this thing here.
Buffalo police say gunmen will often have a target in mind, but that sometimes people nearby get hit. That could be the case in the 5 MLK Park shootings. Anti-violent groups are hoping the clergy and the media will send out this message to would-be killers.
Enough is enough in our city, and we're going to take it back.
Now, if you're watching this, here is the tip line. If you know something, make a call to Buffalo Police. It's 847-2255, and city leaders are making themselves available here. That's one reason they're out here, to try and perhaps get tips from the community and stay open. I'll have more on that coming up at 5:30. Now turning it back to Diana.
Thank you, Rich. You know, this is a really emotional day, both for families who are here. You hear children laughing in the background, but also adults coming together, hugging and crying. I'm joined now by Mayor BYRON Brown to talk a little bit about, Mayor, a lot of people here want to take action. They want the city to take action. They want to do something. What would you tell them? What is the city doing to prevent things from happening like this? And also, what can people both at home watching and people here, what can they do to take action?
Well, very quickly, thank you for having me. My condolences go out to the families who have been affected by this violence. Since Saturday, I have directed the police department to work on this around the clock. Police are now working 24/7 in trying to solve these crimes that we've seen in the city recently. What the community community can do is what they're doing right now. We're getting tremendous support from the public in coming forward with information, and we need more people in the public when they see violent acts, when they know of people with guns, when they know of people who have committed crimes, to give that information to our tip line by calling 847-2255. But I can tell you there have been a number of people in the community who have called me directly with information on several of these crimes that I have personally turned over to the police department.
All right, thank you. Mayor Byron Brown. And of course, you know, you hear the joyous music in the background because in the rally today they said no one will take our joy. Really quite telling. We're going to have more from this rally coming up on News 4, but for now we'll send it back to the studio. Live at MLK Park, Diana Fairbanks, News 4.
Thank you, Diana. News 4 will be covering the peace rally throughout the night, and we'll also be following any late-breaking developments in these unsolved attacks. Remember, you can always find the latest details on our website, WIVB.com.